Hut will go on. God, we've been doing 8 minutes. We need to get a bit. Come on. Strange magic. Carl, what if we just don't have an intro, huh? How brave is that? What if we just kind of go straight into it? No fluff.
I'm game.
No fluff. No fluff. No intro
fluffless
music.
podcast.
A fluffless podcast, huh?
Let's just do it.
3, 2, 1. Oscar, Carl, podcast.
Here we are. Who will watch this?
Who would watch this? Welcome to Who Would Watch This, the podcast where we watch a film, chat about the film. And then
I hate that voice. Shut up. No, don't do
I'm
that.
bringing it back the effort. All right,
No,
I'll be cool and
There's
laid
no
back.
way we ever put that amount of effort into
I'll be
it.
cool and laid back. Hey, man, we're just freaking.
Oh
we're
my
just,
God.
We're just chatting, man.
One of these days, you'll have to be yourself. You're gonna have to man
Hey,
up to it.
don't you threaten me with that shit, okay? That's the cruelest thing you've ever said to me.
Look, I
One
mean,
day I'm gonna hold a mirror up to you. How about that?
I'm a walking caricature. It's fine. Can do it. Honestly, a very famous, very, very famous character in television was based off me.
Really?
Yeah, you
Really?
would never be able to guess it. Bazinga.
Oh,
I casually say that
oh my
sometimes.
god. You mean the good doctor?
Uh,
Carl, today.
representation matters.
Yeah, it
Huh?
does. We're very on top of it. Look how current we are.
Isn't this late?
Ironically, we will be dated the second this
Oh,
comes out.
Absolutely. Imagine if anybody even knows what we're discussing right now.
I think some nerds out there. Some
This
freaking
is
nerds.
So chaotic. So immediately chaotic.
It's good because that's the energy, because we don't want to fucking talk about this film, but hey, today we're chatting about Strange Magic.
Strange Magic currently has a 5.7 on IMDb, an 18% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 2.7 on Letterboxd. Oscar, what is the plot of Strange Magic, made by Lucasfilm?
Goblins, elves, fairies, and imps, and their misadventures sparked by the battle over a powerful potion. That tells you nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Huh? All I know, look how prominent the moon is on that poster.
Yeah, you
That's
think
a bad poster.
bad poster.
It's such a bad
Doesn't
poster.
feature any of the main characters. How weird's that, huh?
Little
From the
tease.
mind of George Lucas.
Oh, what a
Yikes.
filthy mind. What a filthy mind to have to go through.
God, he made that filthy little like Greco. What's his name? The little,
Ugh.
hate him.
No, if there's one mind I don't want to go into,
It's George Lucas.
George
huh?
Lucas's mind.
Yeah.
How dare they even market the film on that? What an outrageous conceit.
At the same time as Star Wars, well, it came out in 2015. People going, I guess, which one's which? Which one's George's baby?
It's just an odd thing to praise. Be like, hey, you love those prequels. This is the next thing from his mind. And you're like, it's even more ghastly.
Yuck. Carl, we're doing Strange Magic because we got an email. That's right. Ask www.podcast@gmail.com. Someone emailed us and asked us to do Strange Magic.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of it. I was
No.
not a fan of the fact that somebody reached out to us so abrasively and asked us to do such a film.
It's a pretty dreadful pick, honestly.
Oh, it was about-
It's unpleasant.
Had you hadn't heard of it, right?
Never heard of it.
So I had.
Yeah.
Because I worked at a cinema when this movie came out.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember actually having to pin up this poster at the cinema.
God.
And it's drained in my mind. And I'm pretty sure we had only 4 or 5 people come for it over the course of its 2-week run at our cinema.
2-week run for a
Yeah,
Disney film.
it was really. I mean, it's not marketed as a Disney film. It's in the mind of George Lucas, for Christ's sakes.
Yes.
All right, AJ wrote in, "Hi, Oscar and Carl. So I listened to the Barbie episode, and I've got to say that if somebody is looking for an entry point into the Barbie cinematic universe, Barbie as Rapunzel is probably the worst possible choice." So she's coming at you right now.
She is, yeah.
Because that was your decision.
Yes.
Um,
And
as-
I stand by that decision. However, I have been a bit educated. Looked in to the other Barbie. It seems like you're vetoing the Barbie.
well, no, the well's dried, and we're never going back.
Oh, really?
No,
Oh,
I
really?
will happily do one weaker release of Barbie. There, I will do one more.
That's huge. He's
I will
timed
do
himself down.
one
He's
more.
timed himself
Okay.
down.
As you guys discovered, it is not good at all. And I'd argue the same is true for all 3 of the first films in the BCU that rely on the "this is a story being told to Kelly" frame narrative. Who's Kelly?
Kelly's the Barbie, like at the start. She's
Oh, the
like,
movies use that?
Yeah.
Really?
They all use that.
They all use I'm
yeah.
talking to Kelly.
Yeah.
Also the BCU, great concept.
Great concept.
If I was going to introduce someone to the BCU and wanted to start with a classic, I'd pick 2004's Barbie as Rapunzel. It's a huge, but we did Barbie as Rapunzel, didn't we?
I think we did, yes. I'm now thinking maybe it's Barbie and as the Princess Pauper. I'm not sure.
If this is a mistake, AJ, reach out to us if you think you meant to say Barbie and the Princess and the Pauper.
Yes, 2004.
Clarify what you
which
want.
has a 7 on IMDb.
Fuck off. Well, okay, maybe if she can clarify which one she wants us to do, I will do another Barbie
That's
one.
huge.
Okay.
That's huge for Barbie fans out there.
And this is even she says this. It's a huge quality jump from the first 3, and is when the Barbie franchise starts to hit its stride in terms of making movies. And it's way better than Rapunzel, I promise. Although taste is subjective, and you could hate it just as much, and I guarantee you I will. There's no way I'm gonna like any of these.
7 on IMDb. You hate that? That's fanfare right there. You're going against the crowd.
It's probably
you're,
all-
you're a salmon swimming against the sea.
It's probably all cameos I won't get. I assume it's just nostalgia driven. Yeah, sure.
What cameos like other than Ken?
It's just Kelly over and over and over again.
No, this has not got Kelly in it. That's the whole point. The narrative's lazy. This one goes off for it.
Oh, if it doesn't have Kelly, I'm not interested.
You didn't know what the bitch's name was moments ago.
So that's my request. Give Barbie a second chance, but if you guys really don't want to revisit the BCU, my other suggestion is Disney's Strange Magic. It is a lot, but it's also near and dear to my heart despite its many flaws. So I'd love to hear your take on it, AJ. And here we are.
Here we are.
Here we are at Strange Magic.
Now we've reread that email. That's on you. We had the Barbie.
Yeah, we had the Barbie
we had,
out, didn't
we
we?
had a 7 on IMDb Barbie film, and you've gone for Strange Magic. This is your fault.
This was
fucking despise this, but go on. Go on.
this was brought up to this email was sent in a while ago. Barbie was fresh.
Yeah.
For me, I couldn't dive back in. I couldn't dive, Oscar. The BCU is not for me. And I will do that in July when Barbie comes out.
That's powerful. That's powerful.
I will not do that today.
And yet you've gone for this.
I mean, she gave us a fucking rock and a hard place, didn't she?
Yeah. it's
Either
pretty much
way,
like,
we
hey,
lose.
stab yourself or kill yourself. How about that? Guess what? The gun that you're using, kill you.
Stab it.
Yeah.
Surely you'll live better chances.
Shoot yourself with a
stabbing.
knife or stab yourself with a gun.
What
Ah.
would you do? I'd probably stab myself with a gun. It's just bruising.
No, you have to die. You
Also, a
have to...
dog bit me the other day.
Oh, what? Dude.
Look at. I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, look at that.
Oh, man, you fucking got bit.
Yeah, isn't that intense?
This
I
is
was
chaotic. this is quite nuts.
through this jumper. That's how sharp the teeth were of this dog.
Fuck
It
me
bit
dead.
me right
What kind
here.
of dog was it?
I think it was like a pit bull. It was
You
very
gotta put him
cute.
down. You gotta put.
No, it was a sweet dog, but it was.
You're still
look how-
bleeding. It's been months. It's dry.
Look how
Green
big,
and pussy.
Look how big the bruises. I mean, the dog definitely had tinnitus and rabies.
Oh yeah. You're foaming at the mouth.
I know. I looked online. They said squeeze a citrus fruit over it.
Oh yeah, an orange will solve that pus.
So,
Yeah, don't
an
you worry about
orange.
that.
I used a mango. Is a mango not
Oh, it's
citrus?
the furthest thing away.
Oh, I rubbed its skin on for
it's
hours.
sweet. It's sweet. It's the opposite of citrus.
I mean, this is a bad episode, but I gotta tell you, isn't that shocking?
That is shocking. Carl, what are we doing right now?
Fluffing.
We're fluffing because, quite frankly,
I did not like this movie.
I hated this movie. I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want that to undercut the fact that I was indeed bit by a dog, though.
Yeah.
Okay, that wasn't fluff.
And
that
yet
was
that was
truth.
the best part of the week so far. It's been a lousy week. You had to watch this film.
It's the only highlight I've got.
Thank you very
Look
much.
at this damaged arm.
Thank you very much for emailing in.
Thank you, AJ.
If you want your film featured on Who Would Watch This, ask www.podcast@gmail.com. Now, should we get into Strange Magic 20 minutes into the episode?
Surely not. You'll cut that. You'll cut that. You'll cut that down. This is going to be a lean 40-minute episode. Let's get into it. Flowers make love potions. Oh no.
This is the worst. Okay, so it starts on like, hey, we're reading a fairy book. The world building couldn't be lazier. George Lucas.
Steve Martin.
Steve Martin is not known. He's pretty good at Star Wars stuff. He loves going into like, I'm gonna create a world. This one, pretty fucking lazy. There's a big world down the middle. Good, bad. There's some petals on the border. You can make a love potion with those. Closes the fairy tale book. It felt weirdly paced, like the film.
Yeah, it's major Lady in the Water vibes of like, I told this tale to my kids.
They
Can I
ate
have
up.
money? Made it up on the spot, improv my way through it, make it a film.
We were loving because the budget's 70 to 100
Oh.
million. We've not seen that in a while. That's just kind of, they don't know how much it costs.
Disney had no idea it was being made. Surely somebody brought up like, oh, we've decided to greenlight Strange Magic, and then they just let it happen.
Yeah.
And then by the end of it, they were like, oh, that cost a lot of money. We're not even sure how. Will you release it?
I love they were just like, we just got that Star Wars made. Yeah, and Strange Magic. They're like, huh? Same budget. That was the deal, right? You'd make this for this. It's crazy. It's pretty much similar budgets. That's
Oh.
nuts.
I think every single like studio executive probably had the same reaction I did watching this movie. 5 minutes in, suddenly going, "Isn't this a musical?"
I was disgusted. Nothing advertises it. It's a jukebox musical, and it starts with an Elvis song, which when you're in like a fairy tale like environment, so whiplash.
Oh.
Whiplash.
It was. I don't know how to say this lightly. Foul.
Yeah.
It was disgusting. Because not only that,
Casey Musgraves would be rolling in her
Oh.
grave right now if she heard this, quite frankly.
so the song
butchered the
is
song.
"Falling in Love" right?
Yeah.
From by Elvis.
Yeah.
Yep. Man,
I was writing down all the songs. I gave up.
I stopped.
5.
I was doing the
my
same thing. I
God.
stopped.
I was like, this will be a good bit, bad bit. Bad bit. There's so many little songs. We've got 12 seconds of every song known to man. George Lucas must have just... It seems like all the Wikipedia, they've spent a lot of time on these songs. This released in 2015.
Really?
Black Eyed Peas is blaring for 2 of them. I've got no idea how they decided the music tracks for this one.
Oh, I know. I bet they typed "love" into Apple Music, and whatever playlist was pre-made, they just bought outright. Oh, I gotta tell you, I didn't appreciate a single song in the film,
No.
nor did I appreciate any of their voices.
No. And
God.
it's not a bad cast.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Some of these people should be much better in this movie than they are.
Who you pointing fingers at?
I don't want to point fingers. Some of these actors are our close friends. So I do not want to do it.
That's fair enough. They did drop the ball on this one.
Yeah,
though.
absolutely. I mean,
Okay.
we'll talk about it. Oh, I'll just talk about it now. Do you want me to talk about it now?
Yeah, go on.
Okay.
Wait, no, stop. We need to introduce it. Even though I'm introducing the characters right now, the film doesn't. The film has no one's name.
Oh, I have no idea who anyone is.
Okay, let's establish this real quick. We got the main princess. Her name is Marinara.
Let's call her Sauce,
Sauce.
just to be safe. We
It's
got
safe
Sauce.
and easy. I didn't know what the sister's princess name was for the entire film. It's
Oh, I don't know her name.
Yeah.
But I'll raise you one better. I thought they were the same character until I saw both of them on screen. It really threw me. The 3 sort of women you see, which is Marina's sister,
Yeah.
and then somebody's cheating on, I thought were like all the same
I
character.
did think that they were cheating on the sister.
Yeah.
It's very confusing. Very
It's
confusing.
just- but again, when you've got such a mastermind of fiction,
Oh yeah, no.
you can't
exactly.
ask a question.
Oh god. Okay. So then that's the royal family. They've got. Don't worry about
That's
the
the
king-
royal
Don't worry
family.
about the kings. Don't worry about the kings. We've also got Roland. Okay.
Yep.
He's the guy that Marinara is trying to marry.
Yep.
But he's a cheating little skank. Okay.
He's a little slut.
It's a good bit. Not a good bit. I don't want to praise the film too much, but his kind of only goal is to have an army.
It's it's a pretty good goal.
It's a pretty good goal.
I mean, I think we know there's some world leaders out there that have the exact same goal. So
That's right. We're getting political this episode.
I'm gonna say right now, is this movie ahead of its time?
It's pretty ahead of its time. The Black Eyed Peas blasting in the background. 2015, Carl. 2015.
If you haven't seen this movie, we should probably also say that this is an animated children's film.
Yes.
Which I don't think we have mentioned.
No, I don't think we mentioned much.
So this is an animated children's film. It is a musical. I think it's worth bringing up now how uncomfortable the animation is.
Oh, it's hideous. It's a style of whimsy that I hate. I don't know what style of what art design this is. The hideous little monsters are hideous, and that's fine because
Purposefully hideous.
purposely hideous, which is fine because that sort of ties into the story. But then the other characters hideous. I think the elves are the worst. I hate the elves.
Oh, the elves.
The little
were-
or maybe they're imps. I don't know.
No, the imp is the one with the ears
Gotcha.
that follows them
gotcha,
around.
gotcha,
That was
gotcha.
the imp.
Gotcha.
All of those elves.
Yeah,
yucky.
hideous.
Hated the elves.
Yeah,
The elves were really unnerving and
Yes.
creepy.
it was unpleasant. The main elf we follow, Sunny, one of the worst one of the reasons why this star of the film painful. This is a painful stuff. Probably my least favorite experience watching a film. The end kind of a little bit, but this first hour, one of the most unpleasant experiences of my life.
Yeah, I contemplated not finishing the film.
Yeah.
Like,
we
really...
both messaged each other, went,
yeah.
maybe we give up on this, huh?
Maybe
this is done.
It was a really rough start, and it's so visually off-putting. And then the musical shock, the twist that it was a musical rubbed me such the wrong way. I'm disappointed I ruined that reveal for you.
Yeah, no, you did say me. If I had found out, it would have been over.
In the moment, I thought, oh, we're just doing like a little bit of we're doing a full song.
It's the
here.
most musical I've ever heard. I think it's about 40 songs.
Yeah, it's like turns a corner. Oh, another pop song.
Yeah.
It's a jukebox musical. They didn't even go to the effort of writing any of the songs.
No.
For
I
100 million.
think Strange Magic, which gets used. I don't know if that's a song.
Oh, when that song was used, blew my mind.
Yeah.
That the movie was made after the song Strange Magic.
Yeah.
And they titled it after that.
What a
As
great,
if to say, that's the best song here. No.
It's one of the worst ones.
Like, that's their title track. I'm going to tell you right now, if there's two voices that do not suit each other for a duet, it is Alan Cumming and Evan Rachel Wood. There was no research done.
Now, hang on. We haven't even gotten to the Bog King.
Oh my god. He's the only name I know because they kept saying it and I was grossed out every time.
It was unpleasant. But yes, let's get in. So, okay, we've got the princesses.
Yeah.
We've got Roland. Now, we touched on Sunny. He's the elf. I hate him the most.
Yeah.
But we'll get into him. We've also got the Bog King. Now, he's the evil... I don't know. He looked like Hopper from Bug's Life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Hopper vibes.
Big Hopper vibes, you know?
Yeah.
You don't get that very often, but big Hopper vibes, you know?
I wish it happened more.
we all do.
He's also very similar to the Kevin Spacey one in A Bug's Life as well.
That is Hopper.
Right.
What were you thinking when I said Hopper?
Ants.
Ants?
I was thinking ants.
Don't you dare.
Because Ants is the superior one, I'm sorry.
Listen, we've been over this. It's not, simply.
Have we been over it?
We have...
I think
know.
we should bring it back to the table.
Bring it over here. Woody Allen's Ants? Wow. Guess you're supported. See, Woody Allen's...
The argument's coming back. I remember you won.
Yeah. Your protagonist, my villain. It works, okay? That's... Yeah.
The cancelled celebrities cancel each other out.
They do,
it's
yeah.
fun. Huh? Getting cancelled twice.
All right. Who else do we got? What other characters do you want to talk about?
Okay, this was also a twist to me,
Yeah.
but one of the other reoccurring characters is the Bog King's mum.
Yes.
I did not know this was his mum.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know either till right at the end.
Yeah, when it was revealed,
I thought
this is
she was the
mum.
love interest for a bit.
I did too.
I kind of thought like she was trying to fuck the Bog King.
Well, she does this bit where she like has a sexy leg.
Yes, at one of his like goons.
And it was like very seductive and
Yeah, I got a chubby. You know, I'm not gonna lie, but it happened.
I chastised myself.
Oh, that's probably smart.
'Cause
But
I was so hard.
Oh god, I'm gonna put on the VCR. Better lock up.
Yeah.
It's unpleasant. It's unpleasant.
How did she birth such a specimen? As
I
the
don't know.
Bog
We
King?
should. He does look like a tree. Like it looks like.
Why is he so tall?
I don't know. And I have found quite a hideous little rabbit hole because essentially George Lucas was like, "Hey, this is for Star Wars. The boys are for Star Wars, but this girl, Strange Magic, that's for the girls."
What?
And the reviews are awful. However, I've gone down Letterboxd, and some of you dirty little freaks want to fuck this little cunt. Want to fuck the Bog King.
Really?
A lot of people want to fuck the Bog King, Carl.
Oh. Have you got an example?
Here's a couple of Letterboxd reviews. Okay, this is my new guilty pleasure. I like that he realized what he had. I like that they realized what they had with the Bog King and made him the love interest because 10 out of 10 would smash. Like, you can sort it out, like, either, like, the 1 star... And it's funny, like, all the boys are, like, 1-star shit. A lot of the 5 stars, like, listen, it's a guilty pleasure. I'd fucking suck his Bog King cock. The Bog King gets pegged, and that's not even the best part. So there you go, Carl. People want to fuck the Bog King. Thoughts on fucking the Bog King?
How distressing.
Would you fuck the Bog King?
Hard pass. Absolute hard pass. It's vaguely sexist that George Lucas has gone, Star Wars is for boys, this one's
This
for
abomination,
girls.
but hey, he's hit a nerve. Maybe he is a genius because it seems like a
What
lot
a
of people
mind.
want to fuck him. Okay,
It's just so, like, intensely about love.
Mm.
It's just so... Oh, I don't know.
it's what a studio executive thinks a bunch of like kids want from a love story.
But why such ugly animation?
Oh, it's hideous.
Such
isn't it?
ugly character designs. Like...
All right, let's get into it.
Ugh.
Okay, so Mariner gets cheated on. She's like, all right, love's not real. Now, the little.
Sorry. But is it not also offensive to tell women your Star Wars is coming and then reveal it's this?
What do you mean? We got them all. We got some Elvis songs. We got an imp. I mean, what else do you women want, huh?
Women love imps. There, I said it.
George Lucas, so drunk out of his mind, running into the. Listen, we just sold Star Wars to Disney, but hey, I'm just. Would you fuck the Bog King? Okay, I've mocked him up. Would you just rail this guy, huh?
He
Would you
just
just
does-
fuck him?
It does what is it, James Cameron thing, writes imps on a board and then turns the S into a dollar sign.
Oh, Carl. Okay, let's get into it.
Yeah.
Mariner gets cheated on. She's like, I hate love. Now, we're thinking she's a bit annoyed at her sister because she's very lovey-dovey and wants to fuck all the boys in the kingdom.
And the
But
wedding is today.
it's huge, yeah. She runs away from her wedding because Roland's a slut. Okay? Now, we've also got Sonny. He's the little elf.
Yeah.
He wants to fuck her sister so bad.
Do we have a name for the sister?
Yes. Sonny wants to fuck the sister Dawn so bad. Like, that's his only goal. That's
Yeah,
his
that's
character.
all he's
That's
got.
all he's got.
Yeah.
And he's pretty much being friend zoned by Dawn. And he's like, oh, nice guys never win. I'm going to drug you with a potion.
Yeah, it's not good representation.
Oh, it's a dreadful, the main plot being, and I know, like, I think they knew it, but, oh, it's not a great one. That just, like, the main thing is pretty much like, I'm going to drug you so you love me.
Well, it's just wild to consider men. You got Han Solo. Women, get ready for Sonny.
He's a little elf that can't get it up. Wouldn't you let a little potion of him go in?
It makes you realize if you're a Dawn out there, look for your Sonny. Look for your elf. Look for your imp.
Oh, they're so gross. Anyway,
Okay. Are they fairies or butterflies? What
I
are the
think
characters?
they're butterflies.
Right.
The little gross sunny thing, they're elves apparently.
Right.
You've already established the imp is a little character we haven't got into yet.
We'll meet the imp later.
Yes. And then there's trolls and whatnot.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So it's both insects and mythological creatures.
Yes.
Well, uneven.
Yeah.
5 out of 10, Lucas. Let's bring it back. Come on, let's see how you
We're
go.
world building.
So she is cheated on her wedding day,
Yes.
and yet the dad's still just like, go ahead with the wedding.
Oh.
Surely you can make it work.
Bad king, but yeah, bad dad.
Bad
really.
dad.
Yeah.
Very bad dad. All the men in the movie, bad.
Except Bog Dog.
I guess
Except-
Bog has a heart of God.
Sticks. I don't know what he's made out of.
Bog has a heart of Bog.
Now, essentially, we learn that there's a love potion that can like bring people back, and now Roland knows this. He
Yes.
wants an army, so he's like, "All right, Sonny, we both want to get some pussy, so one of us is gonna have to go into the dark forest to get
But
it."
Roland doesn't want he just wants an army.
He just wants an army.
Does he want to get like bukakied by an army or something?
I
What
think
does he
so.
need an army
He
for?
wants to get real railed by an army.
But he gets an army by the end of the movie without getting her anyway.
But I think he wants to cement that army. It's temporary power.
Just
It's a
lead them away.
It's a tip. An army can't just be walked away, Carl. You're not a military strategist. You've
And
got,
you are?
I've sent you some emails and some documents.
Oh,
I've-
I refuse to read them. That's a path I do not like about you.
8 a day. Just give him a skim. You know, that's all I'm asking from you. But yes, no, he does get an army, and he's like, I still wanna put a potion in her. That's kind of his goal. But yeah, he sends off Sonny like, hey, go get me a potion, and he pretty much implies like, you're a bitch if you don't get it. And Sonny's like, oh, I guess I am. I'll get it.
Yeah. So Sonny heads off on a side mission.
Yes.
It's
Which is most of the film. Like, the film doesn't. like bother with the rest of the characters. It's like 40 minutes of Sunny.
Who is the lead?
Well, I'd say Mariner.
But she doesn't get to
She
do
doesn't- she
anything
gets
until
nothing.
40 minutes into
It's
the film.
weirdly paced, isn't it? Because they're like rushing. It's like, all right, here's all the characters. Don't worry about a name. We don't learn any of them. And then it's like, it's Sunny's story. One of the worst characters in the whole thing, really.
It's a reveal you don't want, which is it's Sunny's story.
yeah.
Like, imagine being sold. You're gonna get this amazing, strange
Hey,
magic
girls,
film.
girls, don't you worry. This is your film. We got fairies and shit.
Kids are gonna look up to Mariner, so we've sidelined her for nearly an hour.
We've silenced the women, and we've got a weird little elf. That's a man. He's doing his thing for the rest of it.
People are gonna love Sunny. He's gonna go on a little adventure. He's gonna get his little hands dirty. He's gonna have a whale of a time, and girls are gonna buy his toy. In fact, he's the only toy we've made.
Financially, there's no risk.
We doubled down $1 billion just on Sunny's.
Sunny merch. Now he goes into, again, it's just the good kingdom and the evil kingdom.
There's such an empty film.
It is.
There's like no characters in it. There's no.
There's nothing. I think there's like, I'm counting them now, 16. And that's
Yeah.
just voice actors. There's no one else.
Their adventure's useless.
Hmm.
It's just anyway. So Sunny goes off. He meets an imp.
Yes.
This imp knows where to get the potion made. The potion
The imp is like a little like rat, but with a very scary face. I'm not pleasant. Anyway, go
Yeah,
on.
I disliked the imp.
Yeah.
Greatly. I don't know what women see in imps, but
You know,
that's a you problem.
that's a you problem. Email us in. What do you think?
What do you see in imps? We need to know. Yeah, so happily, I thought it was a bilby, to be honest, until we are informed that it's an imp.
I mean, is it an imp? You're telling me it's an imp. I just know the IMDb was like, there's imps in this thing. I think.
Well,
they're
it
the
was
imps.
just the fact that we then meet the creature that can make the potion, and she is like, "Don't let the imp get the potion."
Okay, yes, true.
And
Now
then I went, "Now that must be the imp."
you're breezing over. We've just been introduced to the Sugar Plum Fairy. Can you just, give it a bit of brevity? This is a big moment.
Is that
That's a Sugar Plum Fairy.
a sugar plum fairy? Is it?
Yes,
Based on what? How do we know that?
that's a Sugar Plum Fairy.
Based
the one,
on what?
The one in the big ball.
Yeah, who says that?
She announces she's a Sugar Plum
She
Fairy.
announces herself as the sugar plum fairy.
Yes.
Then I retract my statement.
Yeah. Okay. You look like a fool. Don't mock the Sugar Plum Fairy.
Is that why the song keeps playing?
Yeah.
Sugar.
Oh, we should mention, just sprinkle in. There's been about 10 songs.
There's been 40 songs. There's been an endless amount of songs since it's the lame is of just jukebox musicals where they don't end. Sometimes the score is just the score of another song
It's
that
crazy.
you then don't get to hear the
No.
lyrics to.
You kind of start hearing like, oh, I've got a feeling. And you're like, oh, no, don't worry. We've got some dialogue.
When the two characters sing I've Got a Feeling for 10 seconds, very flat.
Unpleasant, right?
Oh, it was a real. I went to mute, but
Yeah.
it was over before it even started, so it was fine.
Now, the Sugar Plum Fairy is huge. She can turn a pedal into a love potion, but she's captured by the Bog King.
Yeah, she's in a cobweb, I guess.
A big cobweb that makes her small. She can't escape.
I know.
Classic cobweb circles,
In terms of concept, it's a fun little thing of you're big out there, but you can enter in and you become
Yes.
small. But I hated seeing it realized.
Yes.
I did not like seeing that little arm come off that giant
Oh,
Sunny
when
boy.
Sunny, that gross little elf, pokes his little hand in, I just don't want him to be near women. I'll say it. I don't think he should be allowed.
I'm happy to say I don't think Sunny deserves love.
I'm glad. The film would disagree, but no. He does nothing. He shouldn't get anything.
George Lucas wants you to think Sunny is deserving of things in his life. He deserves death.
Deaf. Because he
Deaf-
does cause a lot of issues.
Death to Sunny.
Quite frankly, he does a lot of issues, yeah.
He does. He's
He-
got a lot of ownership as well.
Yeah, he... You know what? Great character. He is deserving of love. Yeah, he gets a potion. He releases a Sugar Plum Fairy. Okay. Brings the love potion back. He's going to use it.
Immediately the Sugar Plum Fairy is caught again.
Yes.
And then is also told to kill the imp,
Yeah.
and so thus kills the imp.
Yeah, Sonny's like, well, she did tell me.
It was pretty rough just seeing him drop that rope.
Yeah.
And we hear the imp fall to its death, and then he sort of goes, "Is it okay?" And it makes a sound, and he's like, "Okay, well, it's
Well,
recovered."
it's fine.
Yeah.
Now we're back at the fairy dance wedding. I don't know. It's a party, right?
I guess.
Yeah.
Like, this is another thing. Let's discuss this now. it's a party, and it seems Sunny is the lead singer of the party.
Yes.
And they have musical instruments at this one.
Mm-hmm.
And throughout the movie, it was really irritating how often they called out that they were like, oh, another song.
That's the thing. Like, I feel like if you're doing a musical like Grease or like Hairspray, you sort of have to be like, is it in universe or is it like just a musical? This one bounces around because it does a bit like, don't sing again, but so everyone can hear them singing, right?
Yeah, so are they just singing? Or is it like...
There must be a beat behind them, surely.
No, but is it... What does this culture get out of sing? You know how in Happy Feet all the penguins can sing?
Yeah.
And that is like their culture of how... Like that's their love language.
Yeah.
Is you find somebody with a voice you love. But he can't do it because he's
a tap dancing
he's
penguin.
He's a tap dancing penguin.
Of course.
But these people only choose to sing when they want to sing.
Yeah.
But sometimes singing is for recreation, and other times it's just to themselves. And other times people are irritated they're singing to themselves. So what purpose is singing in this culture?
I've got no idea because it just seems to frustrate people. And I don't think there's a beat behind it. So I think because that's why people are annoyed because normally they're just singing without a backing track. It's an unpleasant experience, really.
I hated this
I
film.
really hated this fucking
Hated
film.
it.
Hated it.
Ugh.
Email in, ask WWT Podcast. Just give us, I don't know, give us like Finding Nemo, you know? Let us watch that.
Even Dory.
Yeah.
I'll take Dory.
I'll take Finding Dory.
Ugh. Okay, so we're at the party.
Yes. A lot of things happen. Again, when I say a lot of things happen,
It's a quick minute.
it's a quick minute. Okay. I keep calling him Bog Dog. Bog King rocks up. They steal the potion. Sorry, they try and steal the potion of Sunny.
Yep. It falls on Dawn.
At dawn, she gets potioned but sacked, so she doesn't see anybody.
She's immediately put in a bag.
Yeah,
Thus sacked.
sacked. The imp returns because he hasn't died, steals the potion, runs off into the forest. The Bog King is like, "All right,
Here's a song
here's a song, and if you guys don't give me the potion, I'm going to
by
kill
Moonfall.
by Moonfall." Weird. I've never heard that before.
Bad phrasing.
Bad phrasing. I'm gonna kill the princess. I don't know. He
Yeah, I
just
don't know.
implies it.
But he's sort of a nice guy.
He is. The film like sort of dances around it because I think he probably might be the best character, or maybe just the one I just hate the least. Where do you stand on the Bog King?
Hated him.
I'll fuck him.
I mean, for anything for a king.
Yeah.
Huh? We just had a coronation, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm all for it, baby.
Topical. You're British. Yeah.
You'd suck off the Bog King. That's your right. It's on your passport.
Yeah. I hated the bog. There's not a character I like.
No.
I hated everybody.
I'm kind of rooting for Roland at this point.
Roland irritated me too.
But he got an army, you know? And he's kind of just evil.
It was fun to see him have an army.
Yeah.
That's true. That was like wish fulfillment.
Yeah.
That was good for us, the boys.
Yeah, of course.
'Cause, you know,
We all want an army.
There's
you know?
something for the boys
Yeah.
in this female film.
Star Wars never gave you that, but this one, you know, it'll throw you a bone.
It's so me. It's almost discounting that women can even like Star Wars. Like George Lucas is like, that wasn't made for you.
But he's seen
This
the box office. He's seen the impact it's had. Sure, he's a bunch of nerds that are mainly men, but surely he's gone. Some
People
females
love
like it.
Princess Leia and
Yeah.
characters like that. Don't. It's just ridiculous.
40 years. Surely he must have gone. Not a single woman got it. Damn. We made all that money, but for what? Maybe Strange Magic can do the same thing.
I think if there is a quote I think he wish he could take back in his career, it's saying he made Star Wars for boys and Strange Magic for girls. I reckon surely that's a quote he looks
I
back on
think,
and goes,
quite
wish-
frankly, he would never have made Star Wars. He seems genuinely the lowest he's ever been. Like,
Oh.
just constantly. I think he wanted to make Indiana Jones, and that's it.
I think he loved letting Steven do a lot of work. Like,
Yeah.
I think he loved coming up with ideas, but not having to fulfill them himself.
Yeah.
Like, he seems
Like
like he's
this.
a great ideas man.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I take that
Yeah,
back because
yeah.
of
No,
this.
this.
But other times he's hit.
Yeah. He hit twice and made, I don't know, a gajillion dollars.
Go him.
Go him.
It's called Lucasfilm for a reason.
Yeah.
It's from the mind of George Lucas. All right, so they
We've set the scene, okay? Dawn's at the evil castle with the Bog King. She falls in love with him because she's drank the potion. She's singing. It's irritating, okay?
so when they take off the sack,
Yeah.
the first person she sees is the Bog King, and she falls
Yes.
in love. I thought maybe these two were actually going to fall in love,
Yeah, it's...
but she was like annoyingly in love, and I thought, nah, maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't want to be mean, but I will be.
Go on.
I think the Dawn singer has an irritating voice,
Whoa.
and I did not enjoy.
I think
having
the
to
film's
hear her-
universe has been like, hey, this is annoying. Maybe it's just to them.
This movie's idea of comedy is,
Very warped.
yeah. I don't know if a child would even enjoy this sense of humor.
There's like 3 jokes you can be like, that would have gone in the trailer. And then I think in the last 20 minutes, there was one bit I liked, but there's been nothing really for the first hour.
Yeah, there was one bit towards the end where they were like, "You're a woman." It's like, you can't tell, and there was a beat,
Yeah.
and then it went away, and I thought, "Oh, good beat."
There's the guy who voices the camera guy in Arrested Development.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. His voice, quite good.
yeah, good. Yeah, so now they're at the dungeon.
Yeah.
He locks Dawn away,
Mm.
and Marinara Sauce comes in to try and save the day.
Yes.
They have a cute little sword play battle.
How far away are these kingdoms? It seems like it's a brisk
You reckon they'd be
fly.
like friends?
Yeah.
It's barely a journey.
Yeah.
They see the same moon.
Because I feel like the kind of like what they're trying to get at, it was like whiplash. Because at the end they're like, oh fuck, we need a theme or just something. But like, hey, this ugly place, it's actually quite beautiful in the inside. But they haven't really set up that at all,
Yeah.
really. So you're kind of like, oh, okay, well, sure, whatever.
Also, it was ugly on the inside.
It was ugly.
I
they
think
were
they
the-
do a pretty good job at saying if you're ugly on the outside, you're ugly on the inside.
Yeah,
That was what the takeaway seemed to be.
that's what girls should listen to. Huh?
God, this movie's shallow and mean.
Hey, you're ugly? Oh, you'll never achieve anything. You'll never get the Bog King.
You little woman, you'll never get a Bog King as long as you live. Oh, God, there's so much singing. So many of my notes are just, fuck, there's another song.
Oh, it's so frustrating. There's nothing here. I
Oh.
feel like we're just going through the plot.
What do we think the ages of these characters are? Because I thought Dawn was like a child.
I think she's meant to be like naive. I mean, I hope she's like.
It
do you- 'cause
off-centered me. I didn't like seeing. I thought the Bog King's like 50,
Yeah,
and Dawn was maybe like 17.
yeah.
That's what I thought. What did you think?
Bog King 17, Dawn 17.
You
know
reckon
what?
that? You reckon
I
Bog
think
King's
I think he's had a
17?
rough childhood.
You reckon Alan Cummings' voice perfectly represents a 17-year-old
boy. Yes, yes. It's weird.
Well, you were
picked-
right. Alan is 17.
No, I don't. Well, they were like it's based on the things they base this on. They were like one Shakespeare, the Midsummer Night's Dream, the potion thing. I'm like, cool,
Sure.
loose, but go ahead.
You're so loose.
So loose. They also used the potion in that. They were like Beauty and the Beast, but what if the Beast didn't change back? You know, more on that, and then also American Graffiti, which I thought was bullshit. That's just
Isn't that his movie?
That's just his mind. He can't base it on that.
I think it's really stupid for them to go, oh, what if it's Beauty and the Beast, but the Beast didn't change?
Yeah.
And it's like, that's not clever. Shrek beat you by so many years
15 years.
for the same concept.
It is just that, isn't
It's-
it?
yes.
It's pretty lazy.
The movie thinks it's being clever, and I'm like, it's Shrek.
Yeah.
It's Shrek.
It was like the fifth. That was like the 5th animated film ever. Steven
know.
Spielberg worked on Shrek.
Everybody
From the
worked-
mind of George Lucas, but like kind of late.
I would love it if Lucasfilm could slap that on anything they touched now.
Yeah.
From the just on tampons, just on products, tonic water, a speaker system, a
Star
wristwatch.
Wars tampon for the mind of George Lucas.
They're all shaped
Sorry,
like...
sorry. They would not have. This is not for women.
They're not for women.
I'm
It'd
so
be
sorry.
sunny tampons.
Yeah. From the mind of George
George
Lucas.
Lucas.
This little tampon, shove it up your cooch.
Sunny tampons, as soft as an M. That's the description on it.
You could say we're men because do you want a soft tampon? I don't know what
I
what
don't
the
know.
scale is.
I don't know what women want, and frankly, that Mel Gibson movie told me nothing. So,
Carl, what are you talking about? George already told us strange magic.
they
want
want
a bog-
They want the bog king.
They want the Bog King. They want the Bog King to fuck him hard
Oh.
and good.
Who is this for? It's fun knowing who would watch this.
Immediately,
We've been
it's
told.
women.
It's women.
It's women. It's women who want to get railed by a piece of bark.
Oh my god, George Lucas, what are you doing? What are you actually doing?
It took 15 years to
Oh,
make this.
And then to say this is for women. Oh my god, I don't even know.
All right. Okay. Where are we up to?
So this is the part that this is all happening over a night.
Yeah.
Yes. So Marinarasaurus comes and fights the Bog King.
Yes.
They have great swordplay. She defeats him. He shows her Dawn. She goes, I'm going to take Dawn away. Dawn goes, no, I love him. I want to stay. Then the two of them have to stay and they have to wait for the antidote to
Yes.
be made. The antidote, it turns out, is just if somebody already loves somebody else, the potion doesn't work.
Crazy. She's like, that's the Sugar Plum Fairy's like, it's a riddle. Ooh. But this seems not like an antidote,
Dumb.
more just a precaution. It's
Would
not
the-
an antidote.
Would the potion just not never work? That's the.
I guess no. Yeah, no, it wouldn't work.
'Cause
But,
wouldn't
but I
you-
don't get how you would solve the issue because let's say they're poisoned with the love potion. They're in love with like person A. If they wanted to be fixed, they would never then fall in love with person B.
Yeah.
Because they're focused on person A. So it's not an antidote.
No.
It's just the way of them getting out the ending of the film.
It's just, wouldn't it have not worked in the first place?
yeah.
Because she would have always known she loves Sunny. In
Yes.
some regard.
Yes.
It's definitely not his rendition of every little thing's going to be okay. Because that's a turnoff. So,
Such an ick. Like, quite frankly, Sonny's done some pretty bad things.
Easily the worst.
He's involved in like a warfare, but this was the worst thing.
it's like joining just a mob.
Is there an action he does that I feel like she just turns to at the end of the film and goes, I guess I love you.
It's just,
That'll
it's a
do.
warm embrace.
Yeah.
I assume, I don't know.
Like a brother hug, you know?
It was just odd.
It's
I'm
not.
going to say it, they're a bad couple.
Yeah.
I don't think a relationship would last long between Sunny and Dawn.
No.
What are they going to do on a day-to-day basis? What's their Tuesday night look like?
Oh.
I reckon she'd be sick of his shit, and I reckon he hasn't cleaned up after himself.
And he's just a bit lazy, you know? He just complains. I
Hmm.
just think he'd get in from, what was his job? I don't know, like mining emeralds?
Do
What-
they have...
They're
jobs?
fucking freeloaders. They live in a forest, quite frankly.
I think the economy here sucks.
Oh, this king with his... Oh, yeah, no. He's got a whole army. What's he paying them, huh? Strawberries?
Nothing. The
Ridiculous.
king's bad. He's got
Yeah.
a bunch of prejudices.
Oh, yeah.
We find out the king is... Well, we already
Mega
knew he was a bad
racist.
person.
Mega racist.
He's racist towards other species. He disrespects his daughters.
He's built a wall between... You know what? I'm starting to think this good kingdom isn't all that good.
They should have all moved over to the... it sounds like the Grog... what's his...
The Bog King.
The Bog King is where it's at.
He's got his shit together, you
Sounds
know?
like he knows what he's doing. It's a nice skull. It's got a good bridge.
Yeah.
It's got layers.
Well, it's
Huh?
got an economy. The mushrooms seem to be, you know, they've
It's
got
true.
their houses.
It's true. The mushrooms seem to be selling for a lot on the market.
Yeah.
What's the trade system like in this universe? Star Wars had a trade system. Where's this one?
Well, that's the thing. That's the mind of George Lucas. You know, he starts any world with the system of trade because that's the best place to sort of scaffold, a world really.
People don't realize this. If you are going to write a screenplay, think about how the trade system would work.
Yeah.
Work your way up from there.
How do you think they wrote The Godfather?
Trade system. How do you reckon they worked out Marriage Story? Trade system.
How do you think about it worked out trading places?
Trade system.
I actually worked backwards on that one, but that was different, you know?
Yeah. All right. So,
Okay, so the Bog King and Mariner are starting to like fall a bit in love because he's probably like, I think they just both hate love, which isn't a great scaffold for a relationship.
for love,
Yeah.
doesn't seem to work.
Anyway, in this time, Sunny and Roland have come up to the castle, and they're going to break shit up. They're going to destroy, and the Bog King's not happy because he's been
Feels
betrayed.
betrayed.
Yeah.
Feels betrayed. Also, it was Sunny's job to get the imp.
Yes.
And it turned out the imp just likes spreading love through the forest.
Yes.
And
That was the bad thing. I don't really know.
I thought it was kind of sweet.
Yeah.
And then the imp was all sad that it couldn't spread love.
Yeah, I think.
I felt something in that
I
scene.
mean, they were sort of like, hey, interracial relationships. Can a mushroom and a mouse be in love? And Sunny was like, no, I don't think so. And it's like, well, what? Sunny, what are your prejudices, huh? You're an elf dating a fairy.
It's true. This society sucks.
Fucked up from the mind of George Lucas.
This is the American graffiti aspect of the
Oh
movie.
yeah, this is
All
There's a
the
lot
racial
of...
prejudices, all the speciesists.
It's hanging in the background. It's world building. You got the trades and you got the racial prejudices.
Oh.
That's how he starts. That's how Trading Places started.
Ugh.
The castle's breaking down.
Yeah, so they go in.
Smash up the place. They save Dawn. Okay.
Yeah, they get Dawn out of there.
Yeah.
The place is falling apart. The Grog King. Grog?
Bog King.
The Bog King. Where am I getting grog from?
I think you just love a little drink, don't you? You little alky.
Is my seltzer finished? Damn.
Is mine finished? Oh my god.
No, he's got a little sip. He's got a little sip of grog left. The place is falling apart. The Bog King is flying up with Dawn.
Yes.
Marinara Sauce is going straight for Dawn. They
Yeah.
do a handover. The place crumbles. The Bog King is holding it up.
Yeah.
It falls.
Chills.
I'm not gonna lie, I did gasp.
Listen, I was kind of in the...
I was into this last 20 minutes.
This
of the
last
movie.
20 minutes... Okay, I will say, the first hour, very unpleasant. This last 40...
Awful. Pretty good.
It's all right. It's all right.
Not even all right. Just straight up great film.
Great film.
Great film.
You know what?
For all the slack we were giving it, I am in.
You know what? Maybe I'm into the prejudice. Maybe that's the scaffold that builds the film.
Ellen
I'll
George
say
Lucas.
I'll fuck the Bog King. I wanted to. I was begging at the screen. When he died, I felt the potion of love gone.
Yeah, I felt like it had been on me.
Yeah.
I feel like I had fallen in love with the Bog King.
But you had the antidote because you actually already loved him.
It's true.
That's the thing.
The love was there all along.
All
the
along.
love was there
All
all
along.
along.
He's fine though. Don't ask how.
Yeah.
He just
I also
flies
thought
up.
Roland was killed. Turns out this fall is fine for everyone.
No, he's dead. Well, it's a weird one because Roland gets pushed off and then the potion hits him in the face. And I was like, oh, there's going to be a bit where he's kissing a mushroom. Nothing. I went all the way to the end of the credits. Nothing.
It's in the credits.
Is it in the credits?
Yeah, because it's like an ant. And he goes, I got an antenna in my mouth. And then it continues.
God,
with
he
more.
just sucks off an antenna, really?
Yeah, it does. It's pretty. It was. I was pretty into it. But
Yeah.
it was pretty good.
Well, that just shows how lazy my research. In fairness, I thought the end song was the credits, and I turned it off. Then.
Oh my god! They give you a cop out teasing the credits have
They
begun,
do.
and the credits have not begun.
It's shitty. So it's like, all right. So wait, let's just wrap it real quickly. Sunny and Dawn are in love. Don't worry, the relationship's broken, and they're not gonna be happy.
Yeah.
The king is kind of like
The king walks out and goes, I guess in the end you shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
And then gets grossed out by the elf
Yeah.
kissing Dawn. So there's that.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
And then,
The Bog King and Mariner kind of get together
again, an awful duet.
Yeah.
Their duets do not complement each other in the slightest.
No.
And it's a wild thing.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's unpleasant. But then the film kind of does that weird, I don't know, what's it called? What's
Like
that?
60s kaleidoscope look.
Kaleidoscope look, yes. And I'm thinking, great,
We're in the
that's
credits.
the credits.
No.
No.
Back to the film.
Back to the film.
Then back to the kaleidoscope look.
Yeah.
Kaleidoscope look slowly kaleidoscopes in over the movie, and then this is really the credits. So, and that's the film.
Bad.
Bad.
Bad, bad, bad.
I would say, in retrospect,
Mm.
I would have picked the Barbie film.
Yes, I think you fucked up here.
I think it
I
was
think you
on
fucked
me.
up.
But I will also say, AJ had not written in the right film in the email, and thus
What, strange? No, very clear about Strange Magic.
she was pretty clear about Strange Magic. But we did not know what other Barbie film she was
No, you
recommending.
vetoed any Barbie film, essentially. I remember you finished that Barbie film and you said, you grabbed me by the collar, pulled me up on this wall and said, if you ever make me fucking watch another Barbie flick, slit in your throat. You said that.
Is there any voice evidence of that?
You screen recorded it for some reason. Send it to me every day.
A GoPro did. Had a GoPro on my forehead.
On your forehead. Just like, whenever I threaten someone, I
Watch
want
me
them...
abuse my co-host.
Oh, any final thoughts on Strange Magic, Carl?
Why is it a musical?
I don't know. Apparently they wanted the whole thing to be a musical, like Les Mis.
Les Miserables.
Les Miserables.
I'm gonna throw it that I actually think bare bones. If this movie was people and it was live action and it wasn't a musical, but it had more of, say, like the Princess Bride vibe to it.
Yes.
I think the plot would work. Like, I think a vibe and a concept's there in terms of the farce.
The animation's just quite hideous, really. And it's not just the hideous creatures. The actual people are quite hideous as well.
Yeah, this isn't the
Is that-
medium
is that-
to tell this story.
It's that epic. I don't know what this like 3-year period was where apparently major studios were making this animation.
Yeah.
I think they
have
have-
you seen Epic?
No. But I don't like...
It's prettier than this, but Epic is also pretty bad.
Yeah.
I don't know why did they think we were mystified by the forest?
I
Have the
hate
new Hobbit
forest.
films come out?
I hate the forest, man.
When was the last time you stepped foot in a forest?
I burnt one down the other day, you know?
That's good.
Yeah.
Well done.
Well, thank you.
Well done.
Thank you. No, you're right. I mean, but then again, it is just based on a lot of other things. So
It is. It's a rip-off of other famous things and then also George Lucas himself.
yeah.
So, anyway, there it is.
Carl, who would watch Strange Magic? This might be the easiest one in the world.
It's for girls.
For all age. Oh, okay, yeah, no, sure, girls.
No, George Lucas
it's for
told us.
girls. It's for girls.
He made it Star Wars for girls.
Yeah, people that want to fuck again. The letterbox are all people that
horny.
give it
They're all horny.
I was so surprised. Not a single person was like 5 stars. You know, it's kind of cute. No, they want to fuck the cockroach. It's.
Is he a cockroach? What is he meant to be? Why can he fly?
I think cockroaches can fly.
I feel like you never see him fly though.
I've seen it fly here.
So yeah, but I mean, you have a nest.
Yeah. Hey! Don't build the law around this podcast.
Well, yeah, they've got a little trade system down there.
Too much world building. Stop it. No, I don't know. This really does feel like
It's. I think for children, or meant to be for children, I think as a child I wouldn't enjoy this.
no. But then
So-
again, I feel like as a child I would have watched this. Like I feel like you can see this. Do DVD bins still exist? I see them out like.
Yeah, it's called Netflix.
Yeah, that's true. I see.
It's called straight to streaming.
Get them.
Huh? We're coming for you.
I feel like Amazon Prime in like 20 years' time, we're gonna hear some hideous movies kids are watching. Going, oh god, that was on there. Have you seen Amazon Prime? There's so much garbage on there.
Oh, there is. It's so much loose garbage. They're the
Yeah.
ones with like Velocipasta or whatever.
Yeah,
it is,
all
right?
that garbage.
Just
yeah.
random things.
Yeah.
It's going to be like the tale of which wristwatch Mercedes. And it's going to be the story of a toilet paper that shits itself and then flushes itself down the toilet.
And next week we'll be reviewing wristwatch Mercedes.
Go on, try and say it. I feel like I've got myself into a little
Did get into it. What was
wristwatch
which
Mercedes.
wristwatch Mercedes?
Yeah, the tale of which wristwatch Mercedes.
The tale of which wristwatch Mercedes. I think I can do it. Maybe you're just bad at speaking.
Maybe I really shouldn't have a podcast.
No. Quite frankly,
But we've
every
discussed
day-
this before. We're
Oh,
in search of another co-host.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, one of us got to find a replacement for the other.
Yeah.
it's like a curse, you know.
Oh, 2 new co-hosts. Ruby Stang.
Oh,
All right, guys. Well, we're trialing out a new little segment here,
new little segment. We've got a various amount of emails.
and we've got a new little segment for people to be able to write in, and
yes,
it's got its own little sound. And
Yes.
this is the sound.
oh,
Great
what
sound.
a great sound!
Great
Again,
sound.
we have not thought of a sound yet,
No,
so hopefully
but
it's a
you're
good-
gonna find one.
I'm gonna find one.
Because if you don't like that sound, there's also this sound.
Oh, Don't you dare.
And this
Don't
sound?
you dare. No.
And out of the 3 sounds, write in and tell us what sound you want. Or maybe it's the secret 4th sound. Or what about this 5th one?
I'm not editing anything.
Write in
You're gonna have
and
to
let
look
us
full.
know
Anyway,
which of the
the
5
segment.
sounds.
The segment. It's just like a general Q&A. Hey, but also maybe a little. We fuck up sometimes. Do you know? We'll go on. God, we've been doing 8 minutes. We need to get a bit. Come on. Strange magic, Carl. What if we just don't have an intro, huh? How brave is that? What if we just kind of go straight into it? No fluff.
I'm game.
No fluff. No fluff. No
A
intro
fluffless
music.
podcast.
A fluffless podcast, huh?
Let's just do it.
3, 2,
Three.
1. Oscar, Carl, podcast.
Here we are. Who will watch this?
Who would watch this? Welcome to Who Would Watch This, the podcast where we watch a film, chat about the film. And then
I hate that voice. Shut up. No, don't do
I'm
that.
bringing it back the effort. All right,
No,
I'll be cool and
There's
laid
no
back.
way we ever put that amount of effort into
I'll be
it.
cool and laid back. Hey, man, we're just freaking.
Oh
we're
my
just,
God.
We're just chatting, man.
One of these days, you'll have to be yourself. You're gonna have to man
Hey,
up to it.
don't you threaten me with that shit, okay? That's the cruelest thing you've ever said to me.
Look, I
One
mean,
day I'm gonna hold a mirror up to you. How about that?
I'm a walking caricature. It's fine. Can do it. Honestly, a very famous, very, very famous character in television was based off me.
Really?
Yeah, you
Really?
would never be able to guess it. Bazinga.
Oh,
I casually say that
oh
sometimes.
my god! You mean the Good Doctor? Carl, today.
Representation matters.
Yeah, it
Huh?
does. We're very on top of it. Look at how like, current we are.
Isn't this late?
Ironically, we will be dated the second this
Oh,
comes out.
Absolutely. Imagine if anybody even knows what we're discussing right now.
I think some nerds out there.
This
Some
is
freaking nerds.
So chaotic. So immediately chaotic.
It's good because that's the energy, because we don't want to fucking talk about this film, but hey, today we're chatting about Strange Magic.
Strange Magic currently has a 5.7 on IMDb, an 18% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 2.7 on Letterboxd. Oscar, what is the plot of Strange Magic, made by Lucasfilm?
Goblins, elves, fairies, and imps, and their misadventures sparked by the battle over a powerful potion. That tells you nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Huh? All I know, look how prominent the moon is on that poster.
Yeah, you
That's
think
a bad poster.
bad poster.
It's such a bad
Doesn't
poster.
feature any of the main characters. How weird's that, huh?
Little
From the
tease.
mind of George Lucas.
Oh, what a
Yikes.
filthy mind. What a filthy mind to have to go through.
God, he made that filthy little like Greco. What's his name? The little, I hate him.
No, if there's one mind I don't want to go into,
It's George Lucas.
George
huh?
Lucas's mind.
Yeah.
How dare they even market the film on that? What an outrageous conceit.
At the same time as Star Wars, well, it came out in 2015. People gone, I guess, which one's which? Which one's George's baby?
It's just an odd thing to praise. Be like, hey, you love those prequels. This is the next thing from his mind. And you're like, it's even more ghastly.
Yuck. Carl, we're doing Strange Magic because we got an email. That's right. Ask www.podcast@gmail.com. Someone emailed us and asked us to do Strange Magic.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of it. I was
No.
not a fan of the fact that somebody reached out to us so abrasively and asked us to do such a film.
It's a pretty dreadful pick, honestly.
Oh, it was about-
It's unpleasant.
Had you hadn't heard of it, right?
Never heard of it.
So I had.
Yeah.
Because I worked at a cinema when this movie came out.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember actually having to pin up this poster at the cinema.
God.
And it's drained in my mind. And I'm pretty sure we had only 4 or 5 people come for it over the course of its 2-week run at our cinema.
2-week run for a
Yeah,
Disney film.
it was really. I mean, it's not marketed as a Disney film. It's in the mind of George Lucas, for Christ's sakes.
Yes.
All right, AJ wrote in, "Hi, Oscar and Carl. So I listened to the Barbie episode, and I've got to say that if somebody is looking for an entry point into the Barbie cinematic universe, Barbie as Rapunzel is probably the worst possible choice." So she's coming at you right now.
She is, yeah.
Because that was your decision.
Yes.
Um,
And
as-
I stand by that decision. However, I have been a bit educated. Looked in to the other Barbie. It seems like you're vetoing the Barbie.
well, no, the well's dried, and we're never going back.
Oh, really?
No,
Oh,
I
really?
will happily do one weaker release of Barbie. There, I will do one more.
That's huge. He's
I will
timed
do
himself down.
one
He's
more.
timed himself
Okay.
down.
As you guys discovered, it is not good at all. And I'd argue the same is true for all 3 of the first films in the BCU that rely on the "this is a story being told to Kelly" frame narrative. Who's Kelly?
Kelly's the Barbie, like at the start. She's
Other
like,
movies use that?
Yeah.
Really?
They all use that.
They all use
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking to Kelly.
Yeah.
Also, the BCU, great concept.
Great concept.
If I was going to introduce someone to the BCU and wanted to start with a classic, I'd pick 2004's Barbie as Rapunzel. It's a huge... But we did Barbie as Rapunzel, didn't we?
I think we did, yes. I'm now thinking maybe it's Barbie and as the Princess Pauper. I'm not sure.
If this is a mistake, AJ, reach out to us if you think you meant to say Barbie and the Princess and the Pauper.
Yes, 2004.
Clarify what you
Which
want.
has a 7 on IMDb.
Fuck off. Well, okay, maybe if she can clarify which one she wants us to do, I will do another Barbie
That's
one.
huge.
Okay.
That's huge for Barbie fans out there.
And this is even she says this. It's a huge quality jump from the first three, and is when the Barbie franchise starts to hit its stride in terms of making movies. And it's way better than Rapunzel, I promise. Although taste is subjective, and you could hate it just as much, and I guarantee you I will. There's no way I'm gonna like any of these.
7 on IMDb. You hate that? That's fanfare right there. You're going against the crowd.
It's probably
you're,
all-
you're a salmon swimming against the sea.
It's probably all cameos I won't get. I assume it's just nostalgia driven. Yeah, sure.
What cameos, like, other than Ken?
It's just Kelly over and over and over again.
No, this has not got Kelly in it. That's the whole point. The narrative's lazy. This one goes off for it.
Oh, if it doesn't have Kelly, I'm not interested.
You didn't know what the bitch's name was moments ago.
So that's my request. Give Barbie a second chance, but if you guys really don't want to revisit the BCU, my other suggestion is Disney's Strange Magic. It is a lot, but it's also near and dear to my heart despite its many flaws. So I'd love to hear your take on it, AJ. And here we are.
Here we are.
Here we are at Strange Magic.
Now we've reread that email. That's on you. We had the Barbie.
Yeah, we had the Barbie
we had
out, didn't
we had
we?
a 7 on IMDb Barbie film, and you've gone for Strange Magic. This is your fault.
This was
fucking despise this, but go on. Go on.
this was brought up to this email was sent in a while ago. Barbie was fresh.
Yeah.
For me, I couldn't dive back in. I couldn't dive, Oscar. The BCU is not for me. And I will do that in July when Barbie comes out.
That's powerful. That's powerful.
I will not do that today.
And yet you've gone for this.
I mean, she gave us a fucking rock and a hard place, didn't she?
Yeah. it's
Either
pretty much
way,
like,
we
hey,
lose.
stab yourself or kill yourself. How about that? Guess what? The gun that you're using, kill you.
Stab it.
Yeah.
Surely you'll live better chances.
Shoot yourself
Stab
with a
it.
knife or stab yourself with a gun.
What would you do? I'd probably stab myself with a gun. It's just bruising.
No, you have to die. You
Also,
have
a
to...
dog bit me the other day.
Oh, what? Dude.
Look at. I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, look at that.
Oh, man, you fucking got bit.
Yeah, isn't that intense?
This is chaotic. This is quite nice.